Hey, welcome to Digging into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, well, it's day 18, and yesterday we saw how this man, Stephen, this new deacon, this man who is full of faith and full of the Holy Spirit, how he was accused of blaspheming against Moses, against God, and against the Jewish law. He is now standing up in front of the council, in front of the high priest, and giving a response. Like, he's got an amazing speech that he's probably not really ready to give, but he's giving it and he's nailing it. It's a long speech, so we're going to be covering it today and the next 2 days, so 3 days in total. There's going to be a lot of reading, but it's so good. Let's go ahead and not delay. Let's dig in. This is Acts chapter 7, starting at verse 1. And the high priest said, "Are these things so?" And Stephen said, "Brothers and fathers, hear me. The God of glory appeared to our father Abraham when he was in Mesopotamia, before he lived in Haran, and said to him, 'Go out from your land and from your kindred, and go into the land that I will show you.' Then he went out from the land of the Chaldeans and lived in Haran. And after his father died, God removed him from there into this land in which you are now living. Yet he gave him no inheritance in it, not even a foot's length. But he promised to give it to him as a possession and to his offspring after him, though he had no child. And God spoke to this effect, that his offspring would be sojourners in a land belonging to others, who would enslave them and afflict them 400 years. But I will judge the nation that they serve, said God, and after that they shall come out and worship me in this place. And he gave him the covenant of circumcision. And so Abraham became the father of Isaac, and circumcised him on the 8th day, and Isaac became the father of Jacob, and Jacob of the 12 patriarchs. And the patriarchs, jealous of Joseph, sold him into Egypt. But God was with him, and rescued him out of all his afflictions, and gave him favor and wisdom before Pharaoh, king of Egypt, who made him ruler over Egypt and over all his household. Now there came a famine throughout all Egypt and Canaan, and great affliction, and our fathers could find no food. But when Jacob heard that there was grain in Egypt, he sent out our fathers on their first visit. And on the second visit, Joseph made himself known to his brothers, and Joseph's family became known to Pharaoh. And Joseph sent and summoned Jacob his father and all his kindred, 75 persons in all. And Jacob went down to Egypt, and he died. And our fathers, and they were carried back to Shechem and laid in the tomb that Abraham had bought for a sum of silver from the sons of Hamor in Shechem. All right, so Stephen is, just starting this speech with such confidence. And really it's, this accusation of blaspheming against, Moses and the Jewish law and obviously God, he's standing up and giving an account for his understanding and his love for the things of the Old Testament. In fact, he's kind of teaching an Old Testament seminary class here. Like, he could have taught my OT 402 class here. This summary that he's giving of the Old Testament is just such a good summary. It's probably one of the best that you'll find out there. And you know what really hits me here is that he's just not probably prepared for any of this. He's a new deacon. He hasn't been trained as a teacher. He's just up there in the power of the Holy Spirit doing his best, and he is nailing it. And he's even referencing back to this other man, Joseph, as he's calling back, this summary of the Old Testament. Joseph wasn't prepared for anything that he had to deal with, and yet God prepared him. Joseph being sold into slavery, it was really an act of preparation for him to be able to take care of the needs. Isn't it funny that it's the same thing? Joseph's family had needs, and he was able to take care of Jacob and all of the needs there. And it all took preparation. And really, God's been preparing Stephen to take care of people's needs and for this moment. And so it's so beautiful to me. I love the symmetry of how God prepares us and how that preparation allows us to take care of people's needs. And, Stephen is fighting for the right to take care of people's needs. The thing that the first church was so good at. And so tomorrow we'll see a little bit more of his speech, and I can't wait to share that with you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you tomorrow.